Hey there, Pisces. Welcome to your weekly tarot reading for November 24. I was going to say monthly, but this is your weekly reading for November 24. Your December monthly readings will be out this week as well, Thursday at 5 o'clock Eastern Time. Looks like you want to sit something out. You're needing a bit of a break. Queen of Cups. Yeah, the sensitive. There's so much energy, and I don't know if you have found this, but I feel like 2025 has been the longest year. So much has been packed into it, but it's also been the fastest year at the same time. It feels like it's moving quickly, and we're all experiencing this acceleration, this energetic acceleration. And I don't know if you relate to this as well, but feeling like you are in a season 2 months before it comes, like you're kind of in the mood, 2 months before something happens, and then by the time it gets here, you're like, I'm over that. I've been there, done that months ago. And the Three of Cups. I'm using the Connolly Tarot today, which I picked up in Scotland last year. Okay, we'll get some oracles at the end as well. Four of Swords, Seven of Swords, Queen of Cups, Seven of Wands, Six of Wands, Three of Cups. I feel like they're either you or someone else is just feeling a bit left out, or they're kind of sensitive and they're pushing people away right now. I don't know if you come to the rescue or someone comes to your rescue. It just feels like somebody needs a little bit of time away, time to themselves, and we do, right, Pisces, we do need that. We need time alone to recharge, because we're so sensitive. We feel everything. We pick up on a lot. Even if our boundaries are up, we still pick up on a lot. And we're water, right? We hold it all. So you need time for that water to filter and refresh and be replenished. So let this week replenish you. I feel like there could be a change of scenery, maybe a little road trip or a little adventure to do something that's kind of different. That's the refresh that we need. Just even it doesn't mean you have to sit still or be at home by yourself, right? When we talk about like hermit mode, or we talk about withdrawing for a little while, it doesn't mean you have to be sat at home by yourself in the dark. You could very well be at home, but you could also be trying new things. Just, I'm really feeling like I need to take myself on a walk today, or I'm going to take myself on a drive to this place, and I just feel called. I feel like you're feeling called to go somewhere. Someone's morals, I do see that morality and somebody's sense of values, their value system could be impacting relationships this week. Feels like somebody is determined to do the right thing. And there's kind of a tricky balance about navigating, like standing up for something, but then also not wanting to alienate those who are close to you. So it really depends on the situation, but there's something about having to navigate this, and you may decide, you know what, I'm going to go my own way, or this person says, I'm going to go my own way because my values are more important to me than being part of the group, right? This Three of Cups, this is like, I'm part of the group, but the Queen of Cups says, I don't really need to be part of the group. I never really felt like part of the group anyway. So do you find that? Do you find that you feel maybe a bit alienated or strange when you're around others? I think, Pisces is like the oldest sign and the youngest at the same time. We live lifetimes in a day. We connect far and wide, and also to the most minute, foremost detail. I do see an event. I see get-together, celebrations, happy times, friends. I'm not going to say family. I don't really see family too much in this reading. I feel like it's more about friendships and work relationships, fostering some of those. But yeah, I don't know. I see protests. I see somebody who's just wanting to live. They live differently. They do things differently. I feel like this, I don't know why I want to call it isolation, but I feel like this withdrawal time is going to inspire you. It always does. And even if it's just an inspiration in that moment, as you're living it, as you're imagining and being inspired, like if it's just for that moment itself, that's a beautiful thing too. That's a gift in itself. I don't know, it feels like somebody's trying to detach from their emotions. They might have very strong feelings about something because they're so sensitively affected. They're sensitive, they are affected, they feel things. But they're also trying to separate how something genuinely makes them feel so that they can just focus on the task at hand. Maybe it is to be a part of this group. I don't know. Do you feel like you have to sacrifice your values somewhere to be part of a group? Because ideally that shouldn't be the case. Or ideally we all compromise and we listen to each other's views. The shaman, ancient healing wisdom, passion. I see potential for work. I see a lot of you being celebrated for a new position, a new job, a new promotion. Maybe you're moving up in a company. Maybe you're doing something completely different, but it really feels like you're doing something that is more aligned to you now. And you're being celebrated for that, so congratulations. You're also able to channel your passion into something that you have maybe been sleeping on, dreaming about. Have you been running from your dreams, trying to escape an inspiration, but it's something that you really, really, really want to do? And it's like, why do I do this? Why do I want to be here but also be running away? It's because you're the duality. You're the two fish going in opposite directions. Smelling citrus, I'm getting an emphasis on orange. I don't know if you're working with essential oils, if you are just incorporating more citrus into your daily life, your diet, your hand soap, your everything, just more citrus to brighten and liven and feed some vitamin C into yourself. Orange is also, of course, the sacral chakra, so that pure fire, that creation energy, really connecting to something maybe ancient and powerful. You could be feeling very inspired by maybe a historical story. I feel a little bit of, I don't know, what is this? It feels like when somebody's sleeping, someone likes to act alone, so they like when someone is sleeping so that they can be alone. This Queen of Cups really likes to be alone. But she also craves that social connection. And you can have both. You can have both. I feel like your passion is helping others, and you have some natural power that you carry with you from generations, I think, that's passed on through your lineage. You have healing in your ancestry, so you can channel this to help others. You're starting to study and practice, and maybe that's why you want to be alone. You want to spend more time practicing or connecting. But I feel like this Queen of Cups is a little tricky. Like, she could be someone who needs a lot of reassurance, but she could also be somebody who likes to isolate and just tends to isolate instead of dealing with things head on. Like, she isolates and then she puts her guard up and like keeps people out, instead of like, let's have a conversation about this. It's just, nope, not talking to you, done. Why? Let's chat about it. So the Six of Wands is kind of that effort to regain balance. Like, I'm going to show up for you. It's okay. I'm going to be the bigger person here and show up and live according to my morals and my values. You will always be celebrated for your morals and your values. And I feel like this Queen of Cups just I don't know, she has a problem with the group or something or an event coming up. And I feel like if we all just sort of talk about it or make a list or figure out like a plan, if we all talk about this, we can come up with a plan to move forward cohesively in harmony. I get the message that discipline is a theme for you this week. Like, let's straighten up, let's tidy up, let's Make sure that we're dedicating the time we need to this practice, to mastering this skill. And then victory. A little bit of rest, a change of scenery, and then a victory and a celebration. So Pisces, that's been your reading for November 24. Monthly readings will be out on Thursday of this week at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. And if you would like a private reading with me, my link to my Etsy shop is in the description box below.